a lot of people say, why don't you just give up on Malaysia? But the harder things are, and the more injustice I see, the more corruption I see, it somehow gives me that fighting spirit that burns inside, to want to fix it. Yeah. So I'm most inspired when times are bad.
Hi, I'm Yimping from Yin Homes. In this video, I speak to YB Hannah Yeoh. For the folks in Taman, she is the Member of Parliament for Segambut. We chat about the demands of a working mother, what it's like to serve constituencies like Subang Jaya and Segambut, and what motivates her to get up in the morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Here's my chat with YB. And I'm always curious to ask about other working moms, how they juggle their time. I'm not sure about you, but so much of the homework dynamic has changed for us working parents. So how do you approach that?
Just some similarities, Yimping. I also grew up together with my grandparents in OUG and also Old Klang Road before we moved to Subang Jaya when I was in kindergarten. And I also have a daughter who's 8 years old and another one who's 10. So for a working mother, I think it is not an understatement. Yeah, every day is about juggling. We are not going to get it perfect, and there are days that the house will be messy. There are days that they are eating, weeks that they are, just eating packed food, especially if there's no domestic helper during that time. And you have to live with the fact that laundry will pile up. And so I always tell people that if you can afford a domestic helper, or don't feel bad about it, get those help. It's very important to be able to call out for help, because today the demands of a working mother or a working parent is no longer about 8 to 5 p.m. You actually do not log off work because of WhatsApp and because of online. So you're constantly working. So our challenge now is about being not just physically present with the kids, but also engaging with them.
You served in public office for a number of years now, right? So one of the interesting parts of your job, I think it ties back to where you run and which constituency that you serve. So previously as a state assemblyman for Subang Jaya, now an MP for Segambut. How similar or different are these communities?
I spent 10 years serving Subang Jaya. Subang Jaya is a very structured neighbourhood because their leading developer for that township is Sime Darby. And so you get areas being developed according to sections, and you don't have, in the middle of nowhere, you get a kampung. But in Segambut, it's slightly different. Just after you pass Mount Kiara, you will see so many Malay kampungs on your left and on your right. When you have developments like that, not structured planning, when houses are being built very close together, is fire hazard, for example. So we do get a lot of the flash flood incidents, the fire incidents in Segambut. And that's the challenge.
Yeah, I know you've been doing the food bank during the EMC. I think it must not have been easy for them. How has that been, or how was that like?
I am very blessed because I get very good support from the Residents Association nearby. So, Desa Sri Hatamas, Taman Tun Residents Association, Mount Kiara Residents Association, Sri Hatamas Association, Desa Pasir, all these communities come behind the MP's office and help us support all this food aid distribution. On top of that, the private sectors also contact me and say, we want to help your residents. How can we help? So we do get sufficient food aid help from outside to help us complement the 3,000 food baskets given by the government. Yeah. I think stakeholders' engagement is always crucial before we talk about new development in an area. Because when you engage the local residents and you hear their needs and what are their wishes, for example, if people buy a home and they want for it to be a retirement home, giving them more shopping malls, not going to meet their needs, right? So that engagement to hear the heartbeat of the community is very important. Unfortunately, now in Kuala Lumpur, despite having a local plan, you still have a lot of development, ad hoc development going up just looking at what is allowed for that particular lot, but not looking at other infrastructure, supporting infrastructure, like can the traffic in that area be manageable once this development comes, and not looking at the totality, the net worth of the development for the community is what concerns me. So everybody's just looking at just getting their project built and then they leave. But the people who live there, so engagement is very crucial in Taman Tun especially. So we are fighting to preserve Rimba Kiara.
Okay.
For Lembah Kiara, in the last 3 years, our office have been communicating with the Federal Territory Ministry to upgrade the entire Lembah Kiara park. And so that is already being done. It's now just waiting for that defect liability period with the contractor. Okay, so Kementerian Wilayah has already spent more than 1 million to upgrade Lembah
That's why
Kiara.
it was closed for a while for some upgrade.
That's
Okay, all right. I didn't know that. Okay, good. All right,
Yes.
right.
Now, Bukit Kiara up on the hill, we have done this during our time to gazette 274.3 acres of Bukit Kiara. There are existing leases that we are still working on to gazette it fully, because we really want to preserve. These are all iconic green spaces in Kuala Lumpur, not easy to find. And I think this is the benefit of living in Taman Tun, because 5 minutes walk you get to the lake, 5 minutes walk you get up to the hill, and 5 minutes walk you get to the park.
Yes.
And then if you want to go shopping, it's 5 minutes away from One
Yes,
Utama.
you're right.
So it's so convenient. KL and PJ, that is the boundary.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so when you gazette Bukit Kiara, so
Yeah.
that means that you protect it. Is that what does gazette really mean?
Okay, to gazette it, that means you cannot simply develop, or even, the government cannot decide one day to just say, okay, I want to give away this plot to another developer. The process to de-gazette something will have to go through another round of public hearing. So we just want to make sure, when we say we want to gazette Green Lung, it is to make it very difficult for whoever is attempting to take away green space. Yin Ping, before I forget, a very important feature of Taman Tun is the pasar, the modern market in Taman Tun, Dr. Ismail. So we have a very nice market. So what we have done in the last 3 years is also to ensure that the parking lot next to it, that's an outdoor parking space. We fought for DBKL to hand over the management of the parking space to the Traders Association, because the traders would know what's in the best interest of the customers. And so now it is cashless. So you use touch and go. You don't have to use cash. And anytime you go to the market, you'll be able to find parking space, because it's now managed by the association. Prior to this, it's managed by a third-party contractor. So they allow seasonal parkers from other corporate buildings to come. So at 8 a.m., the working crowd have already parked their cars in the parking space. So when the 60 or 70-year-old grandmother comes to shop in the pasar at 8:30, she can't find any parking space anymore, because it's fully parked by those working in Taman Tun. But now, giving it to the Traders Association, they charge hourly rates, making it very expensive if you park more than 5 hours in that place. So now it is purely catered to the customers who come to shop at the market.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No wonder I always can find parking when I go to the pasar.
Now you can, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. What's your favorite thing to do at home?
When I'm at home, so when I de-stress, I will sit in front of a TV on the couch and check my phone, update my social media, because I do all that on my own, and read the comments, and then find out, how do I delegate this work to my team. If I really want to chill, it's usually after the kids sleep at night. My husband and I will sit in front of the TV and we'll try to watch, like New Amsterdam now, just to relax.
Just to relax. Great.
Yeah.
And when are you most inspired?
When there's injustice. So I'm most inspired when times are bad. I don't know if it makes sense, yeah.
It
to
does.
me, that keeps me going every day.
And I think that's why you have this endless, boundless energy to continue this fight that's almost David and Goliath at times, I would imagine.
Yeah, because I feel that if good people give up, then the bad people will win. And we cannot allow the bad people to have things their way and to have it easy. That's why I feel good people in Malaysia must not give up. You must continue to fight, because it's really not just for this generation. You do it for the kids that are not born yet, for the generations, your grandchildren's generation. They got to know that, back in 2021, there are people still fighting for, just a better nation for them.
Wow, excellent. And thank you, YB, so much for taking the time
No
to
problem,
speak to
Yin-Ping.
us. It's great, and it really means a lot to me to be able to, to talk on certain issues and also have a little fun. And I hope that we'll be able to see each other when things are safer and when life hopefully resumes to normal.
Okay.
I hope you have a good Sunday.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this session with YB as much as I did. If you haven't seen our previous video, we spoke with another prominent member of the TTDI community, Tawfik Ismail. Don't forget to hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, share, or leave your comments down below to let us know what you think. Bye!